Vi var lite mörka här. Kanske man kan sätta på lampan. Hello, everybody. It's me, Natalia. You know, from Killmonday Games. I'm just gonna go a little round and to say hello to everybody. Oh. Hello. Atlus, Isak, Whistle, Gibius, Christoph, and Social Distortion. A name in Russian that I can't really read. And Sui. So I hope you're all doing great. For us, it has been like a crazy 3 weeks, kind of. I'm still working though, so I'm just gonna leave my tools aside. Do you hear the music? Epic Paradox, hello, and Whistle Senpai, hello. So, I have a little post-it for you here with some of the information. Isak, yes. Please tell me if the sound is okay before I start talking. So if it's okay. Would you like to come here and say hi? There's Isak.
Yeah, hello.
I just can show you. We are the last ones in the office right now, so nobody's working there. Oh, it's white. It's okay. Now, so it's good. So I just gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit of what we're doing at the moment. We have been trying to kind of grow in Killmonday Games. So we actually started to find new people to help us with Little Misfortune, to actually finish it in time and be able to kind of reach those goals that you set up in the beginning of production. And it feels like just Isak and I were like too unrealistic, even though if a story may feel like simpler to do, at the end you realize that a game is a game and it's gonna take time and it has a lot of levels of production. And just right now it feels perfect with we have right now working with art, it's me and Jessica, and in the programming we're also gonna have a new guy from Monday. His name is Harald, and he's gonna be helping Isak with Little Misfortune, so that Isak can finish the music for Little Misfortune, because it has been like 5 months that he hasn't been able really to produce anything. And there's like a lot of songs that he already wrote, but nothing, like complete until the end that he can feel like it's finished. So, but yeah, like I said, it's coming along really good. Everything, we are kind of we're hitting the deadlines like crazy, it's going. It's very nice to see this going forward like this. And then we have Alexandra also, that she's porting Rambo to Unity. So as we said, for the anniversary, Rambo is gonna be hopefully available for all the consoles. It's up to the other end to decide actually if they want to have Rambo or not. But we think that it's gonna be possible. But um, so yeah, and hopefully for 2019 everything like Rambo on consoles, it's gonna be out there for everybody, and also with new languages. One that we are already like 100% that it's going to happen. It's both French and Portuguese, Por- Brazilian Portuguese. Yeah. So there's like we have a lot of ideas also, but uh, all comes down to money and how many hands available there is around here. So that's how it looks right now. That's our goal right now, to be able to have a strong team so we can deliver different games. We love this so much. So and Frambo, it feels like she gave us the key to be able to produce more games. It's so fabulous. So, and that's about us, like growing up as Killmonday Games. I'm really proud of everybody that is working here, and also to see this happen for real. Sometimes I get super like emotional when I see Jessica or Alexandra working. And also right now we have another girl that is Elsa. Elsa is gonna be helping us to kind of be more structured in the way that we can talk to you guys and post more things and be able to have like more competitions like the one we did in the anniversary. I think it's just fun. Have you seen the anniversary contributions? They were super pretty. All of them were awesome, but you have to pick for the quantity of prizes that we can have. So it was really cool. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. Maybe there's no game out there right now but Rambo. But yeah, time takes so much time. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain because I love this so much. But it's mainly so you can understand how things are here. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to be with Isak in Falun in a school talking about Frambo and the entire process, and a little bit of an inspiration for younger artists, and to realize that games, it's a very inviting way of making art if you're interested in animation or 2D art or 3D and all that. So I am really happy for that we got invited there. I think it's so important to be able to inspire each other if we have somehow achieved something and learn in the process. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Isak said he's a little nervous because he's kind of this and he doesn't like to talk too much. But I told him that he could do a little fan dance because he's really good at making funny dances. You should ask him sometime to do a funny dance for you. I think you're gonna love it. He makes me laugh a lot. So, right, Isak? See, he doesn't say anything. Hmm. Yes, and also about the Killmonday growing and all that. There's two people that currently they're working from USA. The one that has been working with us a long time now, it's Brian, that takes hand of the entire technical support through when you complain and said Frambo is not working or the black screens or all the issues that it may have. So he's the one be taking care of it, and I'm super happy that he's still with us since the Indiegogo is a long time. So really appreciate it. And also we are going to have two kittens from USA moving to Sweden. I don't know if you saw earlier on Facebook or social media that we posted a picture of Diego, which is a kitten from USA. Um, he has a human friend called Henry, and Henry is making the sound effects for Little Misfortune. So yeah, I'm talking too much. Do you have any questions? uh, I'm listening to Rambo on my mobile with Spotify. If you want to, you can find Isak there. Isak J. Martinson. Uh, right, and if you heard, Isak also it's trying to get the entire or some of the songs of Rambo in a real orchestra, but we are on hold right now with that because Henry is the one making this happen, and he's gonna help us right now with Little Misfortune for the sound design, sound effects. Yes. So, okay, here we have a question from Aris Carmen Light. Thank you for sending the question. And this is 19. We are going to be releasing Little Misfortune early 2019. That's our goal, and that's why we're so like super focused working, so we can achieve that. Right now, we are on time. We can say that it's gonna happen early 2018. We don't want to say the date yet, so you don't get super disappointed if we don't do it. Yeah, that's the truth. um, and yes, and Frambo also, but I think that port it's gonna take a little while to make because we also need to add the new languages, and that's gonna take a little bit more time. And also, if you already have played Frambo, you know that there's written text on the walls, and all that must be done also in the new languages, which takes time. And right now, Alexandra is porting the game, and it's not. I mean, it's getting there, but there's a lot to code still because we moved it from Game Maker, which is a very nice program if you want to do games that maybe are not that how you call it. Frambo has a lot of paintings, and that game is not the best for that. So um, yeah, we're moving it to Unity so we can have all the more languages and all, and the positive things that maybe we can take screenshots and all that, and maybe some of the versions of Rambo don't really work, so it's for the best. um, yes, so and another question here, it's let me see, I got lost there. Can Elsa do ice magic too? Ice magic? Yeah, no, but she's really cute. She's like really, really charming. Maybe she can like, um, you'll meet her someday. I hope she wants to show herself sometime. She's really nice. Hope she does magic with you guys. Yes. um, will you make Misfortune the video blogs? Um, uh, we haven't really done videos of the development per se, but we are actually taking pictures and filming sometimes and all that, and we might be doing a short documentary at the end. Right now, with the taking in new people, it takes a lot of time for us to. We need to plan everybody's work, and to do that, I need to sit several hours per day to just achieve one thing for one person, and we're starting to be. I have to take care of Elsa and Jessica, and sometimes Alexandra. So it's a lot to go around. So we don't have the time right now to be recording extras. but hopefully Elsa will help us to get more structured. She just started on Monday, so she's just been a few days with us. So there's a lot to take in. I mean, we have been working many years together, and everything must come inside her mind, like right away. So it takes a while. Yeah. Okay. I read a question if we had more game ideas on our. Yes, we have. We do have. I can tell the quantity of folders that we have created. There are 10 folders, okay? 10 games. But we need the money, we need the people. So yes, we just can do one game at the moment right now. But who knows in the future. uh, Thank you so much for the nice comments to me, especially. I'm very very thankful. um, right. There's one person saying that they would like to have streaming in Spanish. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm a bit rusty in Spanish, so look. Well, I don't mind if you don't mind that I speak weird Spanish. I could do a special sometime. Um, so let me see if there was something that I missed. I'm not sure. I don't think so, right? Yes, I think I got all the question. If now, just send me the question again so I can answer. So there was, there was a last thing that I wanted to talk about. Um, it was about the anniversary that we had with the competitions. Um, you can expect a new competition for Halloween, but we're not gonna say what it is yet. uh, it feels really fun to be able to connect with you in a more creative way. I get really inspired by the things that you do, like the stories that you send, and the art and the cosplays. It's like I'm constantly so amazed. So it feels like somehow we want to give back, and it feels super fun to make it like in this kind of competition. So for Halloween, we'll see what it comes. And we're gonna tell you a lot earlier. For the anniversary was like 2 days, and I know it was a little stressful, but sometimes to get things done, you need that stress. um, okay, that another question from Wolfpack Creations. How about a Rambo Misfortune Different Galaxy movie? Uh, well, I think if we have the money and the right people to do the animations that we have envisioned, because to do something with a really good, um, that it's a good quality, you have to have a lot of money. Right now, with Little Misfortune, we have been trying to co-work with another. How you call it, company. Thank you, Isak. That it's helping us to create the animations for the cutscenes in Little Misfortune. So we do the process that we come up with the idea. We do all the sketches, and the storyboards, if you know what it is, and I even draw some of the backgrounds, and they just add the animation and some effects and all that. So it's kind of it feels awesome to be able to work with people that already are super good animators and all that. So, but it's really really expensive. We got a lot of help from this other company, um, uh, and it's really like it's a lot of money that So if we don't do that much stuff, it's mainly because of money. Because ideas is like they come like this, and yeah. So so if you want, you can buy the game for Rambo many times. Tell your friends. Um, but yeah, totally animations and movies and all that will be incredible to do. But if like Netflix or something like that, sometime contact us and wanted to do something, we will think about it really hard and maybe say yes right away. Yeah, a Kickstarter will be awesome, but we really are talking about millions of dollars here. It's like really a lot of money. And that's why we also, if you might heard that we took like a little step back with different galaxy, but because what we have in our minds and the project itself, what we have been writing and what we work with is like one entire year on different galaxy, and yet couldn't be able to advance because we were just stuck in one place 1 year. So it's kind of a lot of work for two people. It's too much. It was too much. But yeah, I'm gliding from off my chair. Okay, I just yeah. But if we can, we could do the movies. Okay. Kickstarter for misfortune. Are we are putting our money on it. We really took this game to also be able to experience how it feels, kind of, to use the money that we earn from the early the how you call it, the previous game. So we have been learning so much how money works right now, that it gives you a completely different vision as a game developer or company owner, or how it calls. So yeah, there's so many things that we didn't really have with Rambo because it was mostly Indiegogo money that made it all happen. Now we need to think more, like make the money grow somehow and all that. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Isak, will you release the orchestral cover of Rambo on Spotify? Would you? Just, yes, you
Yes.
answered totally. Sorry, I just missed the. uh, do you have Patreon? We don't have Patreon. Should we have Patreon? I'm gonna say to Elsa to to fix Patreon to us. Yeah, there's a lot of places that we maybe should be more active, but yeah, um, time. It's what it is. um, so uh, I don't have more stuff on my post-its to share with you. So Natalia, I'm from Russia. Tell me hi. Hi. Hi, Alucard, and hello, Sven. Um, uh, okay, I'll. Uh, it was something about the doll in Little Misfortune. Well, you have to play the game to, know. I can't wait to release the game. I have my screen here, and I can't show you right now, and it feels so cool. I won't do the spoilers. Um, so, Matusa says that he wants really to work with us. That sounds awesome. Where are you from? What can you do? What can you help us with? Um, So I want to see my how I organize my life, kind of, with a lot of post-its and many of this writing stuff everywhere, all the time. And this is kind of new blog, so I don't have much. But really, if you have ideas, write them down. It has been taking me so many years so Isa get this done, to write down ideas. And now when we're talking about ideas and we're just talking, then we stop and say, wait, this must be written down, because it's the only way to be able to evolve also an idea later on. Maybe the first draft is not good enough, like maybe I already said, but we did 42, 41 versions of Little Misfortune um, script. So it's hopefully so much good. And can you give us some tips on writing stories? Absolutely, I love writing stories. So, first, write stuff that you really know about, that you really feel here, and that you maybe even were part of, or everything goes, in a story, and also be able to question yourself constantly about your characters, about the places that you're adding in the story, about the why things happened, who is this person that I'm talking to, and go deep, go deep in every little detail. um I'm just gonna change that. I think for stories also, uh, it depends also so much in what you want to write, of course, but it's always nice to have information that really transports you there, and always write in a way that people can understand what you're saying. Don't try to do an idea too complex, because sometimes we get lost and bored when an idea doesn't really come to the point, when we already got it from the beginning. If it's something simple, explain it simple. If it's something complex, explain it simple, but in its complexity. What else? Don't be afraid of being extreme also. It's like, to get somebody very, very into a story, you have to describe new things. It can be like a cat with human ears. Wow, what is that? And then you can start talking about a cat with human ears and why this cat got human ears, and get deeper and deeper into it, and then you'll see you have a nice story, hopefully. And make people, your friends or people you trust, to read the story, or you know a short description of the story, so you also know if it's interesting for others. Okay. um, is there something else? How about some advice on art animation? Oh, okay, if we did art alone, we could say art is just, for me, the interpretation of reality. And I mean, what I paint, of course. Art is, it's just everything that it's creative, I guess. But for me, I'm gonna talk about the painting part, okay? Because you can do theater, and you know. But for me, the painting, the only advice I can really give you is never think that you are done. You're never done. You got to learn by every day something new, and you have to be critical about your what you're doing. For example, also try to understand how the reality works before you try to do something that you don't really understand. For example, if you're not good at hands, it may be because you don't understand hands yet, and you have to really study them and how they move, and look at them, and really try to sketch so much you can. You don't need to render and paint it perfectly right away. Just sketch a lot, and until you find that you understand the physics of a hand, the deep of a hand and the weight of a hand, everything. It's like reality has so many physical laws that we sometimes with art don't really follow, and that's when art or paintings feel not realistic. Even though if you're in a fantastic world, you have to have the physics, the laws of physics there, the lights and the shadows. So I would recommend to go around and look around reality and look at people or stare at them. And if they ask you, what are you looking at? Then you can say, I'm just really inspired by you. So it's not weird. um, so yeah, and for animation, it's the same thing. Just study the 12 principles of animation. There's a lot on internet, and then study reality and see how this hand really falls. It doesn't fall like it doesn't really. Too many of the 2D animation is really like we go everywhere like this and we move like this, but in reality we don't do that. So just be careful with doing it too much. Disney, on the other hand, does it a lot with stretch and scratch, and but they do it in a way that is also it falls anyway into the reality. So yeah, sometimes we think one thing, but if we really study it and we really observe it, then we see something else, something more structured. I love to talk about animation. We could do a whole live stream about this. Okay, what time is it, Isaac?
It's not IKEA time. Keep talking.
All right. Also, we are waiting for IKEA to come and give us, not give us, just deliver a table for Harold, that is gonna be the programmer. For yes, and we're waiting, so we can be here a little longer. um, so, mm, are you gonna answer? How did you learn to program?
I did it.
Did you do already?
Yeah.
How? Where? I learned from Google how to in game make. Yes, exactly. I'm
Do you
also
want a cookie?
I'm also self-taught when it comes to art. Hello, Isak. He has a
Office
cookie.
cookie.
Nobody can see you eating the cookie. Okay. Did you see Isak eating the cookie? Isak likes cookies. Do you like cookies? Hmm. There you got it. Atlas also teach himself. I mean, there's so much information, and this is something that you have to be really aware of. Okay, there's so much information around the internet that is up to you where to put your time and your mind into. Because sometimes we spend too much time in things that they're not really favorable to us. They don't teach us anything, and very rarely maybe they inspire us to make and become a better person. So yeah, it's up to you and the time you spend into the arts, crafts, or programming, or whatever you want to do. um, and it takes a lot of time to master something. Or I don't feel like nearly close to master something. I feel though really confident with the animation and art. It's getting there. But yeah, it feels like a thing that you have to do every day. I'm gonna drink some water because I'm a bit thirsty of all the talking. Isak, why so shy? Isak is not shy. He's just introvert. He's really introvert, right? You want to do a dance for us, Isak? I can put some funny music for you. You don't need to show the face.
Next video.
Next video, okay. um, let me. I'm just gonna grab another song that is a little bit more dancing. You know, like the sha sha sha, the dance with shoes song. So, you hear? Yes. Yes. Next video, I promise you that Isa will do a dance. Okay. If he doesn't do it, I'm gonna make him do it, even though it kind of bad. No, he's not gonna do. Okay. Um. Um. So I don't know what else to say. Actually, I'm just sitting here. You want to say something about Little Misfortune? It's just a little thing that I have back here.
I will not try it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
For the toilet.
Ah, toilet. Okay. I just I just wanted to show you this because we have got some visitors here, and two of them were two little boys that came with their parents here to see what we do, and both of the children just pointed out to this drawing because as you see, I'm just like making different faces for Little Misfortune, and this one didn't really have any face on, and these two children pointed out it as, you know, like they felt so cool that they could realize that there was no eye or, you know, face. And I think it's then it clicked on me that it's so important to have a familiar face, you know, or our faces are so important since we are children, you know, we recognize our parents, and yeah, it feels like some kind of connection you can make with the characters. So really important, have faces. So I, but yeah, maybe not, it's not for everything, but it was just like a little fun thing to realize. Totally from different families also, so that's why it felt like cool. So Isak, how do you plan to market Misfortune? Could I answer that question? Yeah. Thank you very much to everybody that has bought something from our shop. Also, our shop is almost sold out already, but it's good. It gave us also an idea on what we can do more of, like you see here. Mm. Um, yeah, and also this about the merchandise. I really want to do stuff that we can use. You know, today I have the pins from the. I mean, this sounds a little bit like commercial. Look, use the pins like this. I just put them like this crazy, you know, and I feel it's cute. It's the pins from the Killmonday group. There's Bobby and Baloo, you know them, and then I'm here, and Isak is there. And Mr. Red, I didn't put him on because he's on a strike. He's really angry at us at the moment because we haven't done more games with him. So yeah, would you like to have another short little game with Mr. Red? You let us know because he's not feeling too, you know, happy. He's sitting over there. You can see him. Maybe. Like this. Move this around. He's there, you see. He's sitting on his computer, but he's just playing. He's not working. Mr. Tiny Red Body is shaking with anger. Isak, you should say that here in front of the computer. You are hilarious. Please come. Come, Isak. Let's give an applause to Isak Martinson. Come. Come on, Isak. No, he's not moving. You can see there. That's Isak. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, well, look, it looks like I'm giving you some nice face, how you call it? Hur säger man att smeka i ansiktet på engelska?
Smuggle.
Snuggle? I'm snuggling you. Oh, oh. Well, just tell Isak often that he needs to come here because I'm telling you, he's really funny. Come on, Isak. No, he doesn't want to. So, tell me about your favorite movies or something, like a favorite game also. Lately I have been playing with Isak a little bit more. If you saw the one that we fight, I won. I'm the best. Right, Isak? I'm good with this, with the fists.
Yes.
Well, not so much for real. What?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Pan's Labyrinth. I already seen it like many times. Awesome. I love it. Could you give an early copy to Markiplier? I'm sure he'll love it. We don't have a way to contact him, so if you know how to contact him, maybe we could. Coraline, also seen it. Love it. Rambo, like in Coraline World animation. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah. It was a good movie. That one with the silence. What was the name of that movie lately?
Quiet.
What? Quiet Place, right? Was it
Yes.
A Quiet Place? It was really nice, and we saw it in the movie. So everybody was so quiet, and everybody was eating their their snacks like. It was really funny. So, Isak, would you like to record a solo album? You see, the questions are for you. You should be here, Isak. Nobody has questions for me anymore. I'm going. I'm going away. Bye. If Isak doesn't come, the answers one will be. Isak, come on. Have you heard of silly walks? I'm doing silly walks. Okay, I think it's time to go. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm not that creative with the words. Or
Yes,
am I? So give me something to talk about. I'm gonna give you something back. Song of the Sea. Oh, yes, that movie was so beautiful to look at. Now that you talk about it, I was at a workshop with the guy that made Song of the Sea, and he gave a lot of tips on art art direction. And it was really good because it also taught me a lot for Little Misfortune, actually. hmm it's good to listen to others. Um, Favorite books, comics. Who? How do you feel about being gods in The Sims? I love Sims. It's always fun to play Sims. I remember when the first came out, and we were doing like terrible things to babies. Like doing walls around it to see what happened. But I will never do that in reality. Just in games. Anyway, yes, books. Right now, I'm reading a book that is actually about how to be more efficient with time and more organized. But I don't remember the name of it. Sorry. And before that, I read a book that is called Omgiven av idioter. Vad var det på engelska? Sorry, I don't remember the name in English.
Surrounded by people.
Surrounded by idiots? Something like that. And it's mainly a book about personalities, profiles, and all that. So it's really, really nice to understand how people work in our psychological way, so we can communicate a lot better with each other. Um, I love I love all the Ghibli movies, all of them. They're so awesome. Who is saying, Natalia? I'm sorry. Why is this? About the question? Don't worry. I'm just kidding. I'm just a funny person, okay? um okay, so Secrets of Kells is very good too. Yes, from the same creators of The Song of the Sea. Yes. By the way, how did you celebrate friend's anniversary? We worked, and that's the best way to celebrate. We just got that day was Elsa's first day, so I got a lot to do with her and introduce her to what we're doing and for future things also. So it feels very nice. I don't know if you have been following our story with the colors on this wall. If you see them, it's almost yellow on the other side, and we have a lot of more yellow and green even put on this side. And a few weeks ago, we didn't have that because of Jessica. We have been able to produce a lot faster. Oh, I'm falling off this chair again. Why is this so dark all of the sudden? Hello? There. What recent games you played and liked? I played Stardew Valley, and I really like it. Isak, it's real like a millionaire there now. I haven't got the time to play more, but he got like everything. He sold the chickens the other day because he no the ducks, right? And we also play a little bit a game that came out the other day, Pod or something like that. It's like a platformer where you play like a little robot and a little circle of light, and they're just really cute. So it was nice to play that one. And what else? I haven't play. I really want to play Unbowed from David Gilbert, because I was part of the beta in the beginning, but it was quite cool story, so I wanted to play the entire game when it was released. So I think this weekend I'm gonna be able to play that one. Um, but yeah, I don't know if how it is. Do you guys like board games? Of course, we love board games. We actually do often night game nights, and often a huge part of it it's like board games, and then we go to digital games also. Um, any development horror stories? You mean like if we are going to do like a horror story for a game or something? I think a little bit of horror will be available in all of our games somehow. But yeah, we have like extreme horror also in this 10, 10 video games ideas list we have. All of them have a little bit of descriptions and all that. We haven't really started to produce them per se. But yeah, yes, a lot of horror is coming, hopefully. When the new game will be out? 2019. Really, really early 2019, hopefully. Let's hope for it. And like while working before, vänta.
Du menar om det var en horror story, disastrous, unmet
Okay. Yes, of course. I remember really clearly one horror episode, and I actually posted a picture of me crying on Facebook because it was terrible. I was home alone and I was working, and my at home I have another machine that I haven't really tried a lot, and when I worked on it, it got really hot, and it it kind of got really confused, and some of my files just couldn't be opened again. So I hated that moment so much. I really just wanted to end everything because I mean, sometimes I'm working in just one background for Little Misfortune for more than 3 weeks. They have so many small details and they're quite big, so yeah, it felt like a lot of time of my life just went to waste, and I really loved what I was doing, and then it just disappeared. That was the most terrible from this one. Also some minor stuff over the time. Always some fight with Isak. That are not the best ones. But yeah, we're a couple, so they're, I guess, normal. That happens sometimes. But yeah, that always set you in a very unlikable place. Uh, but yeah, the most horror was actually to lose material that you have been working for a long time. But everything got okay later. I found another version of it, but I got to draw anyway some stuff, but it wasn't the entire thing, so it was okay.
What
Uh,
about Rambo book?
what?
Rambo.
Frambo book? Are you saying Frambo book? Am I allowed to talk about that?
Question.
Um, yeah. Um, I'm planning to do a Frambo book. That's what is happening. And I already started to sketch the entire idea. It's settled, so I'm ready to just paint. The only thing that I really am tired of is that I don't have 5 hands, because I could be doing like I could have like a round table and be working like, but yeah, it's not possible. But yeah, I hopefully that comes out sometime while I'm alive. And I would love myself to have a Frambo book. I mean, sometimes I just go in the game and really the the backgrounds and the characters. I would love to see them in a more high definition. um, when we do Frambo 2, we have decided we're gonna do it in at least uh, full HD because yeah, more definition in that. Oh, I just go into my dark side of my creativity, and I get start overwhelmed I should go and work. um, if somebody wants to help me do that book, that can draw exactly like I do, yes, send me an email. um, yes, I really want to illustrate it myself. It's kind of a present to do that, I really just want to do it. But yeah, I was trying to work after work, but then we started to getting people. Like, it took so much time that I'm just going home right now and sleep right away. It's like like a rock. It's awesome though, because you wake up really nicely. But yeah, it's everywhere right now. But as soon as we are all settled, I think things gonna be a little bit easier for me to actually finish the book. My idea is to finish the book with the new version. I mean, with the port of Rambo, and the entire thing is gonna be at the same time, hopefully. Yes, if not, well, yeah. But we are trying to plan everything so we can do it like we want. um, mm, 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 mm. How could we help you make the book? Ask me often about it, so I get a lot overwhelmed and I need to do it. I think it's a good way. I like the smell of a fresh print book. Yeah, I love it too. It's awesome. It's so sexy somehow. Talk about prints. We was last week we had an interview in a newspaper that is quite big on this area where we live. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna show you when it comes out. So Mr. Red was with us also, but yeah, we'll see. I hope that smells also like new print. Um, so what type of music did you like? I like all kinds of music. Today I started my day listening to the oldies of Madonna, like a virgin. Oh, touch for the very first time. Yeah. And then after that, I went to Marilyn Manson, which is totally not so soft. I mean, it's hard music anyway. But yeah, I was listening to that. And then I was listening to Avicii, which is totally opposite. And then I had some Isaac J. Martin song. Sometimes I listen to him also, just because of the fun. And that's all. And I love classical music. I mean, it's just I think with classical instruments, or music that is Beethoven, or I don't know, Chopin. I love Chopin. It's like, I was once in Poland, and I was at his where he lived for a while. There's like a museum, like a park you can go, and Chopin was a young boy there, or quite young, and it's beautiful. I really recommend if you go to Poland sometime. And I cried so much outside a window because there was music coming up from the window, like if he was playing for reals. And I just imagine, oh, that would be so nice. It was, and yeah, I would started to cry. um, yeah, music is awesome. Kind of, it kind of connects with the entire body. I love it when you can dance to it also. It was something that. Why is my name Hispanic? Because I'm Chilena. I come from Chile. Hola, soy habla hispana. So yeah, please make Portuguese. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Portuguese for Frambo. It's gonna happen with the port. So yeah, and French. That we know, right, Isaac? I don't know what else. Hopefully, Japanese and Chinese also. We'll see. You ever heard dubstep? Yes. Actually, I have a story about dubstep. Oh my god. um, when Isak and I, is this on still? Okay, so about dubstep. Listen now, okay? This is really important lore of Killmonday Games. um, there was the time where I was 22 years old and Isak also, and then we started to date, and he took me to our first date was actually a dubstep party, you know. um, uh, bef- the first date was Isak was waiting for me outside a mall center with a fry pan on his hand. He had long hair and a white cap, hat, um, cap. I don't know if yeah. So from the beginning he was weird, and then we went back to a friend's place and we drank some cider and then we went to this party, and then we danced so much and then we fall in love. That's the story. I danced really close to Isak so he could feel me. I was trying to be charming, so I can get the boy. Isak, tell something. I feel lonely. You don't even laugh. What are you?
You're cute.
You cutie. You're a cutie too. Okay.
Too cute for me.
So after that, after the party, was after that party that I asked you home?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So after that party and we fell in love, we haven't yet kissed. We're not kissed, we're nothing. We're just dancing and being like really charming to each other. So I asked him, would you like to come to my place tonight?
And you showed me your toys.
Yeah, I just wanted to show him my toys because I'm such a nerd with toys. I like dolls and I like teddy bears a lot, and I had like this thing that I showed actually in one of the videos is a clown that jumps off a box. I really just wanted to show him my toys. So he said yes, and I showed him my toys. And we didn't kiss, we just talked the entire night until we fell asleep. There was no sexy time either, just plain talking. And I realized that I really like this guy. So, so next day on the morning when we were to say bye, IKEA! Isak, answer! Is IKEA ringing? uh, yeah, so how is it?
Yellow.
Are you gonna say?
Yeah. Hey.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is. Well, so they're speaking on the phone. So I'm gonna lower my voice.
byttes den adressen till Årsgatan 63.
Okay. So he's busy.
Men då är jag säger ungefär 5 minuter.
Ja, perfekt. Jag väntar här utanför med orange tröja. Ja, hej.
Okay. Yeah! IKEA is coming in 5 minutes.
Yes, I'm gonna go outside and wait.
Okay. So I have to say bye to you guys. Sorry. We have to get
Bye
the
bye.
story finished some other time.
Yes.
Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Thank you. It,
Pray
it,
for
it
me.
didn't come because the camera just froze.
Oh,
So yeah. Can you translate Rambo to Greek? I'm gonna be really honest about the translations. We translate depending on how we can sell. That's the only thing actually. I mean, we would love to have them all the languages because, of course, available to everybody. But every word costs to translate. And even though you tell me that you want to do it for free, I will not accept that because work is work. And always, if money disappears, then we're okay. We just work for free. But now the money, it's there. We need to be really honest with each other. And Greek and some other languages that maybe we don't, we don't have data that back apps that we are going to get our money back, because we may spend thousands of dollars or euros in just translating. So if we don't get the money back, then it's like we go back, and we really want to do more games. So that's the cruel reality. But when we are like super millionaires and we have then yes. That's how it is. Okay, I don't really like to talk about money. It's a bit I will take it off from the system if I'm honest. Look, Isak is here through the window. It's too bright. There. Yeah. You see something? He's waiting for. Wait, he's doing something funny. No, I miss it. Oh, it's so difficult to get in. So. Um, Now we're going, and we need to finish also to install the table and all that. So it's a lot of work left. Would you like to help us? And now maybe we do it on the weekends also. We'll see. I'm a bit tired right now, actually. But yeah, I'll see you around, and thank you very much for being here. I saw you send us some little money over there. Thank you very much for that support. It's really cute of you that you're still here, even though we haven't released a game in 3 years. I am ashamed of it, I gotta say. I thought yeah. But it's coming, and 2019 is gonna be more releases from us, hopefully. Okay, many kisses for you, and I'll see you soon. And keep being like you are. I bet you're awesome. If you want to get better also. Bye bye, have a nice day. I love you very much. Bye bye.